Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Doing another reading this week for the collective. So remember, as always, when you hear a collective reading, which means it's not necessarily specific to you, but it might have a flavour of intent that's meant for you. Generally, if you're watching this, there's something in it for you. Just take what feels like it resonates. Discard anything that doesn't, put it through your own filters, stay in your power. So I'm using some Aboriginal spirit cards this morning, some of my favourites, haven't used them for a while, already had a jumper, challenges. So I think we're coming up towards some kind of full moon at the moment. I should know that, but I don't. I'm feeling something, cool, they're flying out. So challenges are often your inner obstacles, your inner blocks. They're not necessarily external. What are your inner blocks, your inner challenges to moving to the next stage of you? So this is about your self-perception on some level. Have you got blocks happening because something around not feeling good enough, not worthy, not believing you can have better is the flavour I'm feeling in my stomach this morning. Anything else to do with that card with challenges, hidden challenges, tests of, oh, keeping them coming. I'm not going to put any more, we won't have time. Hidden challenges, tests of times. There's something about durations, perseverance, persistence. Can you see something through to the end? Can you see something through to completion? Are you waning before the end? Now that may not be a physical, tangible thing. It might be something something that you're going through on an internal level, something to do with a process of letting go. We can never fully let go until we have gone through all the challenges, the obstacles, the pain, the wounds to letting go, and that takes us as long as it takes. The next card I got was illusions. Again, this feels like a personal card of inside rather than illusions outside. Something about, are you seeing clearly? So sometimes when we think about illusions, we think maybe people aren't what we think they are because they're, you know, maybe wearing lots of masks or acting a way that isn't true to themselves. There's something about your own inner illusions. Are you who you think you are? That's not a judgment. That's not a criticism. Are there more layers of you that you don't yet recognize? Because we do go through certain portals in astrology and over time, particularly at this stage on the planet, where we are being called to look inside, to go, are you really who you are, or is there more to you, or have you got masks you're still garnering that you're not aware of? Now, how would you know if you've got masks on that you're not aware of unless you do the inner work? Are you struggling to be vulnerable? Are you struggling to show your true self? Because actually, although we see it as a struggle, the truth is once you get beyond the illusions that it's a struggle, being your true self is far more beautiful. You are going to be far more accepted in your true skin than wearing lots of different masks, pretending you're somebody you're not. But it takes courage and guts. So it's an amazing journey. So the card of love can mean many, many, many different things, but it feels like the energy is coming inwards rather than external. So this is self-love and compassion. And compassion seems to be a big theme I'm seeing around at the moment, where people who can be very, very compassionate are struggling to be compassionate to themselves. And again, it's this mixing with the illusions. Are you aware that you may not be compassionate to yourself? Are you aware that you might be being judgmental or critical to yourself? Because maybe those are the experiences you've already had in your life and you're aware of it, but you haven't noticed that there's a little voice inside that knows you are doing it to you. So where can you afford to be compassionate? Can you do something today for yourself that is compassionate, which is kind, which maybe sometimes just throwing the humor into things can lighten up the energy of a tough situation? You know, life is to be laughed at as well. We're here for such a short period of time on this planet. We can laugh at our follies. It doesn't always need to be bad me. Card of wealth. Well, the world we're living in at the moment isn't always feeling too wealthy, even though wealth is out there, even though money is still flowing. So this is, again, put it with the illusions card, cut through illusion. We can all be abundant. Change our mindset. You deserve it. You deserve to have wealth. You deserve to have abundance on every level. You deserve to feel secure. You deserve to be in your power and not giving away to a matrix that kind of makes us live in a poverty mindset, which then manifests around us. Your wealth is your inner wealth. No matter what's going on around you, if you stay in your power, if you stay in your heart, if you stay in your self-love, your compassion, you are extremely abundant and wealthy. And then watch the universe magnetize things that resonate with that worthiness, compassion, belief. I am abundant. I am wealthy in everything I need. I have all my needs met on every level. Why shouldn't you? Happy Tuesday, everybody.